In this video, I'm going to show you how to download a file from the Harbor, get it to Notability, write on it in Notability, send it to your Google Drive, which you should have already made a Google account for school, and then get it back to the Harbor to submit it, okay? So the first thing we're gonna do is, this is when you log into the Harbor, this is what you see. And you're gonna go to your classes and you're gonna choose your math class, okay? So right now, if you go to assignments, I will have an assignment up. This one is just for show. So it's called Homework Assignment 1, and you would go into it, and you'll see the download is there for this assignment. I wrote this as a test, just for the sake of this video. So you're gonna click on it. And right now, it's just downloading in your web browser. So this is gonna be the first thing we're gonna do actually together as a class. And you are going to get it, we need to get it to Notability so that we can write on it if you're choosing to do your work that way. So in the top right-hand corner, there's a little square with an arrow up, and that's how we're gonna export it to Notability. So you're gonna click on that. We're gonna get it to Notability so that we can write on it to do our assignment. Create new note. You have the option to add this under an existing note, but we're gonna create a new one. And you'll see I have subject here. So you wanna get that into your math class. So for this class, this is for 6th grade. I'm gonna just put it to 6-1. But you would get it into like your math chapter 1, your math folder that you have created. So I'm gonna just put it with 6-1, and I'm gonna import it, okay? And it says it's done. So it doesn't bring us to Notability. We have to actually go to Notability ourselves, and it's in the 6-1 file folder, okay? So I probably should have done math chapter 1, but that's okay, 6-1. And now it's kind of has a funny name because of the download file was a funny name. So I'm gonna redo it to 6th grade, beginning of the course review. Because that's what this is. This is just a review of things you should already know before we start this class, okay? And then what we're gonna do is you would do the whole thing. You do all the questions, okay? And here we're gonna actually subtract 7 minus 2 is 5, and 5 minus 4 is 1. And I like to highlight my answers, okay? And then you keep going, you keep doing all the questions. And now it's time to, there's a second page, you just do all the questions, okay? And now it's time to download it to, we have to save it. So right now it's saved. Like if I X out of here, it's saved. It's not going anywhere, but we need to save it as a PDF file so that it is saved and sent to the Harbor correctly. So what we're gonna do is in the top left-hand corner, there's a little box with the arrow up. We are gonna try to send it somewhere. And where I'm gonna send it to save it is the Google Drive. Okay, so we're gonna send to Google Drive as a PDF file. And it's there, so I have to go to my Google Drive now. And there it is, okay? So when I go to my home, I see it, it's in Google Drive, it's saved. It's saved as a PDF. This one is uneditable, so like I can't edit it now. It's saved as like kind of like a picture, but a different type of file. And now I have to go back to the Harbor. So I'm gonna go to my, my Safari. I'm gonna go back to the Harbor tab, and this is where we downloaded the file. So we can get back to here if we had exited out, that's no problem. What we're gonna do is we're gonna attach a file, okay? And I have to click on that little envelope. It says click to browse, so I'm gonna click on that little envelope, and I'm gonna click browse. Okay. Now, I am going to now go to browse at the bottom right-hand corner, and I don't see Google Drive anywhere, but it actually is here. In the top left-hand corner, if you go to locations, I don't see Google Drive here, so I want Google Drive to appear. I only have iCloud Drive. So if I go to the top, the 3 buttons at the top, and I click edit, see, Google Drive is turned off. So I want to turn it on so that it appears every time I have to do this. Now you shouldn't have to do that every time. Now that it appears, I'm going to click on Google Drive, and I see 6th grade, beginning of the course, because that's what the file was called, and I'm going to click attach. So now I have attached the file. The only last thing I need to do is submit. Are you sure that you're ready to submit? Yes. And it says completed. You finished your assignment. So under 6th grade, you'll see assignments, and you'll see the status is completed. You finished this assignment.